Welcome back to the Brakecast. I'm your co-host Brandon,
And I'm Jake.
and we are back. It's been a little bit, but we've been up to some stuff, as you guys can tell from the channel. We have been busy, and
That's cool.
so I guess we're gonna get started with our segment before. Jake, what have you been up to? And I guess part of that is what have we been up to?
Ooh,
That's
I
right.
like that.
We
I
were
like that.
in town about a month ago now, I
Yeah,
think.
I think it's been about that long.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Now,
just had a
actually, no, it's
busy.
been longer because,
Yeah,
yeah, but we were in town together and we filmed so many break vlogs. At the time of recording, we were almost at 900,000 views, and when we got there, we were sitting at like a little over 800,000 views.
yeah. So yeah, we've almost pumped up 100K just from this one meetup,
Yeah.
which is nuts. But
So
yeah, so it was a good time. For the occasion, you guys didn't know, it was one of our friends' bachelor parties. So we met up, rented a
it was
big old
Blaine's,
house.
right? He was our most recent guest.
That's right.
It
That's
was
right.
Blaine's bachelor party. So our most recent guest, it was his bachelor party, and I mean, I had a blast. That was so much fun.
Oh yeah, that was an amazing time, amazing weekend. Couldn't
Yeah,
ask for a better time, really. But
yeah.
yeah,
The
we
Break
had a big
Vlog
old
Golf Invitational. We had the
yeah, we
Break
had the
Vlog.
golf invitational.
Oh, well, I had to call it the Clay Pigeon
Oh, that's
Invitational.
true. Yeah, YouTube got a little fussy
Yeah,
about it,
we
but
had food reviews, drink reviews, tea and the tea review,
yeah,
and we opened some bomb Pokemon packs, virtual
yeah,
and IRL.
those did very well
Those
videos.
did.
And then we also had Hurricane Break was
Yeah,
part of that,
Hurricane Break. We did get hit by that.
and the new the Break Vlog Hype Manor,
Yeah. Yep.
our
Yep.
new
Yep.
purchase, that house we purchased
Yeah.
for just for Break Vlog. So.
Yeah. So that was something that we had done. But Jake, besides that, what have you been up to?
Well, work like usual, but then also kind of dealing with our topic today. Just got back from a 2 week trip. Me and my siblings, so my family, we went to Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. Did a little Scandinavian.
Oh, I didn't know you went to Denmark.
Yeah, yeah. We stopped there for a couple nights
That's
at the
sweet.
end of the trip. But yeah, so just got back from that about 4 days ago. So over the jet lag and everything now, but it was a great time. There
That's
should be
good.
some videos coming out
Yeah, all right, some
soon.
international break vlogs, if you can believe it, people.
That's right. We had the one before the Nessie spotted when we were in
Yes,
Scotland.
yep, yep, yep. That's right.
So yeah, I'm excited. I gotta post this one. I don't want to spoil it too much, but we have a exclusive to Norway drink review from McDonald's.
Ooh,
It's an exclusive shake, not
dude.
found anywhere.
Okay, and this is a live reaction. I had no idea.
Yeah, so I forgot about it till just now, but we're gonna post that. You guys are gonna see it. Um, yeah, very excited. Yeah. What about you? You've had an exciting time as well.
Yeah. So I'm a little blurry here. I, kind of. There we go. All right. I the week after we had gotten back from the bachelor party, I went to Vegas. I went to a convention there. It's been my fourth year in a row going now. It's also weird that this is now the second time I've gone after a wedding or a bachelor party. Like, and not like last
Hmm.
year I went after Sam's wedding. The week after I went to Vegas.
Hmm.
Um,
Maybe they plan them after
well, and it's funny
our friend's
because the
bachelor
dates
party.
have been different each time. Like the one was in June, and then the one after Sam's, and then the one after Blaine's was in May. Like, and then the one before that was October, and then the one before that was September.
Hmm. So
So
yeah, they just be picking willy nilly.
it's probably like availability and stuff. And um, but yeah, I was in Vegas for a convention. I stayed at the same hotel I always stay at, which is close to the light rail station, but off the strip, so it's a little cheaper. But I still have all the amenities. You have the casino, really nice restaurants, live entertainment if you want. Just a beautiful hotel. There's a pool there. Most of my days in the convention hall, though, but had some really good food in Vegas. I love that city, and it wasn't hot either. Vegas can
Wow.
get nasty. It gets in the hundreds. I was there in early May, and it was in the 80s, and it was so nice. Such a game
Wow.
changer.
It does
Um,
sound nice.
did play some blackjack. Lost all the money I had to play blackjack. Um, yeah, ate at some good restaurants. Um, I didn't do too much exploring in the strip. I've done that before. It's just usually if I'm at the convention center all day, by the time I'm done, I'm just wiped. But yeah, Vegas was overall fun. And besides that, just been working. Uh, hit the driving range a little, right? There might be another break vlog golf invitation I have to get ready
Ooh,
for.
there might be.
There might be. I have to get ready for that. And then we've just been kind of doing our thing here. Weather has gotten hot, so now it's we gotta figure out creative ways to have fun.
Yeah. I wouldn't
But
say it's hot here yet, but it's muggy for sure. It's humid.
yeah, uh,
Yeah, good stuff. Sounds like a great time.
yeah. But that kind of segues into what our topic is. So obviously, this is coming out a little bit after. We've been actually really good about our schedule, which I'm pretty proud of as part of Break Vlog of how well we've been making our podcast. We've probably produced more than we have most years since we first started at this point.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
But we were both busy because we were both traveling. So the central theme of the episode, hence the title, is travel. We are just going to talk about a few tips. We didn't really have a number. You just want to kind of go with like three each, and then if we have more, we have more.
Sure.
But we were just going to talk about general tips. This is not no sponsors, no nothing. So if any sort of company or anything is dropped, I just want to let you guys know we are not sponsored by anybody. So this is just if we drop that, these are just general recommendations we have in terms of traveling, in terms of when you get to your destination, just anything that can help you make your time easier. Because traveling, I think, is a gift and is something
Yeah.
that everyone needs to experience. It's not to say that you can go to every single country on earth and do all these crazy things, but even just traveling out of state, there's always some sort of tip to make it easier, save some money, and to have just overall more fun and make those memories.
Definitely. And I think yeah, traveling kind of broadens your horizons too,
Yeah.
like it makes you think a little bit differently, you see
Yeah,
how
even if it's
different areas.
domestically or internationally, you definitely get to see different places than your own, even if it's just outside your city.
Yeah, really. Yeah, if you're
So,
used to being in one city, you should take a little trip.
yeah.
Why
But,
not?
Jake, do you want to get started with kind of the first tip you thought about?
Yeah, so so this I guess is kind of just a general tip as far as like planning goes, is before you even start is where this first tip is. So when I'm bored, I look at Google Maps all the time. So I
Mm.
would think if you have a place you want to go, just freaking look on Google Maps and just explore, like see what are the cool looking areas, what are the good restaurants there. And I'd also say for prep, so like look up what movies are perhaps filmed in which, city. Like if
Mm.
you're going to a city, it's like, hey, look up what movies are there. Watch the movie. Or like if there's documentaries about like a historical event that happened there,
Mm.
watch the documentary
Yeah,
because
get like
that like
background.
then yeah, you get more context, and then when you're actually there, you can see stuff and be like, oh yeah, I was from this thing,
Yeah, or
instead
you
of
play GTA 5 and then go to LA. I've done that.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Dude,
So stuff
actually,
like that.
dude, I went to Griffith Auditorium in LA, and one of the cutscenes in the GTA 5 story is at Griffith Auditorium. So the whole time, I was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, it's GTA." That's where some of those break vlogs were at. The Hollywood
Oh
sign
yeah,
falling over and stuff. Yeah, I went. That's when I was in LA. I was at Griffith Auditorium filming the Hollywood sign.
but I bet that made it a lot more fun that you had that background knowledge, right?
Yeah, and
And if you just
Transformers as well, the Michael Bay ones.
yeah, but yeah, so that was my first tip. Just kind of do some research before you go place. Don't
That's a
just
good
like
one.
wing it. You can
Yeah.
wing, but it's more fun if you.
Yeah, well, that's like with the restaurants. I always, when I went to Vegas, I always plan them out. I do have a tradition. I like going to Gordon Ramsay Burger every time. I've gone 3 times in a row. I love me some Gordon Ramsay Burger. That one is
Mm.
a tradition that I do every single time. But I agree with you. Like mapping out different areas just to make sure that while you're there, there's no time being wasted.
Yeah, definitely. And that goes with the places you stay too. Like, it makes, let's say you're only going to be in a place for one night and you're taking a train or whatever. Try to find a place close to the train.
Yeah,
You can use maps to find that too. So,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a good tip.
Yeah. What about you?
I think for my first tip, I this is a specific to a plane ride one. I always download more movies slash TV episodes than I think is needed for the plane ride. Like I always download an extra movie and like 3 extra episodes of a TV show just in case I'm either, you maybe have a layover or flight might be taking a little longer or whatever else. I always recommend downloading more content than you think you'll need if you're someone who likes to watch movies and TV shows. Obviously, if you like reading books, I would probably, I mean, you could probably just have a backup book in case,
Yeah.
um, if you're a fast reader or anything like that. But I recommend having more, I guess, stuff to do than you think you'll need. And I would say by like a good portion. I'll usually download enough to do 2 plane rides, but with only 1 plane ride. So let's say the plane ride is like 3 hours. I'll download 6 hours worth of stuff just in case.
Hmm. That's good. And then you got more on the way back. You don't need to download
Yeah,
more too
yeah, if you
if you
can,
don't end up watching it. So
I
that's
do
good.
that. Or I mean, if I'm sometimes I'll just straight up do like there and back is 6 hours. I'll download 12 hours of stuff. Like
Yeah.
you never know. Maybe at night before you're winding down to go to bed, they don't have the best TV. Well, you can watch your favorite TV show, or
Yeah. They just have
um,
crap cable TV on.
yeah, or if you're at
You
the
don't want to
airport,
watch.
you get there extra early, which everyone should be doing. You have time to sit and do that. Dude, after Blaine's, I got dropped off so early by Sam. Like I got dropped off so early, I couldn't even check my bags in yet. And I was thankful I had a virtual book on my iPad, and I read I think like 200 pages before I was
Oh
able to
my,
check in.
like, how early was it?
Dude, I couldn't check in. Sorry, Sam, I couldn't check in till like I don't know if it was 200. It might have been closer to 100, but I read a ton of pages. I think my check-in was at like 2 p.m. and I got there at like 11:30 a.m.
Oh yeah.
And check-in was 4 hours before my flight.
You're there like 7 hours before your flight.
Dude, Sam wanted to go home. So I just did, and I sat. I couldn't even go through security or anything yet. So I sat up at the front and then just read my little virtual book and chilled.
Well, that's why your tip comes in handy there.
Yeah, and I still
That's
had plenty
good.
of stuff to watch. This last time I was watching the ESPN 30 for 30 documentary on the Lakers and Celtics rivalry. It was good. I didn't finish it, but it was really good.
Hmm. Well, nice. Yeah, I like that tip. That's
Yeah, I
good.
guess you know what? A mini tip inside of that tip: find movies and TV shows that you haven't watched. But I also like to do is I like to find ones I want to be really engaged with, and then ones I've maybe seen before. So maybe in case on the flight back, if let's say I'm traveling with people and I kind of want to converse with them and then watch the movie and then converse with them. If it's a movie I don't really care about as much, I'm more likely to do that. But if I'm flying by myself, I usually try to find a movie I really want to focus in on.
Yeah, yeah. I have a list on my phone of movies that have been like wanting to watch, and I
Yeah,
think that's a
plane
great
rides,
opportunity
perfect
to,
time. You
yeah,
can knock
perfect
out
time
some
to do
movies
that.
on the plane rides. I was able to watch the first 2 Bourne movies, like the Jason Bourne movies.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah. And the new Superman one. I did watch that on the plane ride. That was good.
Ooh, okay.
Not
I watched the
Supergirl. That comes out like in
yeah.
a few weeks, but the Superman movie.
Hmm. I watched the Minecraft movie on the way.
Dude, chicken
So,
jockey.
yeah.
We're
And nobody
not.
else on the
No
plane did it with
trademark.
me.
We're not.
Yeah,
Don't copyright strike us.
that's right.
But
Yeah,
all
solid.
right, we'll get on to the second tip here.
Sure. Yeah, so I guess we're kind of working like towards the trip. So I'd say my second tip has to do with like your luggage and how you pack. So one thing I did not do this time is, oh, I guess one thing I did do that it will not do in the future is have a big old suitcase. And this is maybe a Europe like specific tip, but like, yeah, when we got there, we still had like a few hours to kill, before we could check into our hotel. And so that just leaves us with a big old suitcase, and you're, trying to go through these stone streets, and they make a lot of noise when you're dragging the suitcase on, and that you just feel like so out of place. So I say my tip would be, if you can, bring everything in your carry-on. So either have a big old backpack or whatever backpack, and even a mini suitcase. That'd be better than checking in luggage. Because also, same time, my sister and brother-in-law who were traveling with us, they lost their baggage both ways, on the way there and the way back. So it's like that will never happen with your carry-on.
Yeah, I think so. I've only been to Europe once. I don't. It was 10 years ago at this point. I don't exactly remember, but I think they told us when it was like a group trip to like not have checked luggage. I think
Yeah.
everything had to be carry on.
Yeah, that's another thing let's say you're renting a car, like we did for part of it. It was really hard because like cars are smaller there than they
Yeah.
are in the US. It's really hard to squeeze all of us and all our luggage into the car. But then I would say kind of a secondary tip within this is pack less clothes than you think you need. I didn't use all the clothes I had brought. And also take advantage of, if like an Airbnb you're staying at or whatever has a laundry machine, like a
Mm.
washing machine. Always take advantage of that.
Okay.
That's what I would
See,
say. That lets you
maybe
bring less stuff.
I might be the opposite. I always pack more clothes. I'm one of those guys that like packs way too much underwear. Like I just in my
Oh,
mind, I'm
that's
like,
what,
what if I just crap myself every single day?
oh, that's what I did too. But I ended
Yeah,
up having so much extra stuff that I wanted to toss it in the river,
that's
right
fair.
by the end of the trip because I was like, I'm tired of carrying around this giant suitcase.
Dude, I think for Blaine's bachelor party, I didn't pack enough. I thought I packed more, but I was like, I felt like I was one outfit away from being like perfect. I
Mm.
definitely had to rewear. I had to rewear something at the airport. I was like, man, this doesn't smell. It smelled fine. It was
Yeah.
the outfit I came in like into Kansas City with, and I was like, you know what? Hope I smell all right. But I'm definitely one of those like I bring like a million pairs of underwear because I'm like, dude, what if I just crap in it like 3 times in a day?
That's a good point. Yeah, you definitely need enough clothes, to
You
get
just
you
got to find a
through
good balance that
just
works for you. Some
yeah.
people, you just need one outfit a day. Some people, maybe if you sweat a little more, you have different occasions, you might need multiple. You just gotta have to figure it out. But yeah, if you know you have a laundry room, then you can definitely do what you did. Like
Yeah.
that's a part of planning ahead of time. If you know
We'll see.
you have access to laundry, bring less. Like obviously bring
Yeah.
less.
Well, see, I did not do that, but going back, if I were to do it again, I would this
Yeah.
time. So,
All right, dude, that's a
yeah.
good one.
Oh, yeah, thanks. What about you? What's your next tip?
I this kind of goes with I guess I'm more of the electronic stuff. This kind of goes with it. I would recommend bringing number one, trying to show up fully charged. Number two, having an actual cord, and then always having a power battery slash bank with
Mm.
you. TSA's I think kind of weird about that now. You can only have
They
one,
are.
but please, please, please charge that the night before. Make sure it's charged. Even if you're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's charged, just plug it into your wall overnight. Like, make sure you have a little power bank. I have two that actually. No, they're not. Okay. Well, maybe. Oh, here. Actually, I'm going to show you my power bank. Prop. This is the power
Hey.
bank. And you plug your phone in here, and
Mm.
then it charges your phone about 1.5 times.
Wait, that's a good.
But it's a little bitty one because you can't have too many of those big batteries. But if you have like I bring my two little bitty ones like that, but make sure they're fully charged. You need backup batteries. You want a backup cord as well because sometimes airports will have spots to plug in your phone with the cord versus a
Hmm.
power bank. So always have that, and then always have the cord in your backpack to charge your power banks. So then you can charge them in the airport and charge your phone in the airport.
That is a good
So
idea.
yeah, always have power banks, and always if you're sitting somewhere with a plug your phone in. Do not sit
Yeah.
around and not plug your phone in.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a place you don't know without any, with your phone dead.
Yeah,
Not
and
good.
then
And a
I'm
lot of people,
always
yeah.
very weary of when I use my Bluetooth headsets. I don't wear them liberally when I'm in the airport. Like when I'm on that plane, I'm putting my headset on. But before that, I'm not putting my headset on unless I know I can charge my headset.
Hmm.
And that's the same with on the way back. Everyone can charge it on the way there, right? You charge it at home. But on the way back that night before, you need everything plugged in. That's where I get myself usually, but I bet that's where other people get themselves. Make sure
Hmm.
you're doing that before you head out from where you are, because even if they sit and do nothing, they're still going to be losing battery.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah,
Yeah, something you don't normally think about. Feel like
yeah,
you can easily forget.
yeah. But that was my second one.
Nice. I'd say for my last tip here, um, this is like mostly if you're doing like a week or longer trip, is try to stay in like a bed and breakfast if you
Mm,
can, like in the country or just a little chill spot. Like plan some chill days if you, especially if you're gone for 2 weeks, going to different cities, being busy all the time. Mark out like 2 or 3 nights or more. Stay in a little bed and breakfast where they like actually make breakfast for you, you know, in the countryside or whatever.
mm,
Like this past trip in Norway, we stayed at this little farm that was on the side of a mountain. There's sheep everywhere,
yeah,
and that was like the most relaxing part of the trip because like you're just chilling there looking at the sheep and you read your book. It was a good like reset.
dude. Good place to scroll.
Yeah,
Good
Ladar.
place to watch, dude. Good place to watch Dogma.
It is. It
Did you
is.
did you watch break vlogs where you were there?
Yeah, I watched a few, I think.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, then another thing that goes with that, it saves you money a lot of times because if you're at a place that has like a kitchen or whatever, like let's say
Yeah,
Airbnb in the countryside or whatever, then you can eat from the grocery store, and that
yeah,
saves a ton of
that
money.
does save you money. When I went to Vegas before I stopped at a Walmart. Um, so I guess okay, I drive to Vegas because I can do that, and I stay in a city the night before that's not Vegas to save money because the hotel is like half the price as it would be in Vegas. What I do in the morning, I went to a Walmart and I picked up lunches so I wouldn't have to buy food at the convention center, um,
Mm.
and I could save. But I bought like beef sticks and Ritz crackers, so my lunches for 4 days were two beef sticks and a thing of Ritz crackers.
Yeah,
But they're super cheap, and I don't have to buy a lunch. So then, breakfast was what did I do for breakfast every day? Oh, I'd either get a breakfast burrito or I was running late and I would just skip breakfast and just pack an extra beef stick. But yeah, going to the grocery shopping is huge while you're on a vacation. Like obviously go out to dinners, right? Do that
yeah.
thing. Go for the experience, go for delicious food, but don't go out for every single meal. I think lunch is like the easiest one to not go out for.
Or breakfast. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can grab some bagels and a banana, for breakfast too if you need to.
Yeah, like at Blaine's, we mostly ate at the place, but we had obviously Sam discussing with Wesley and the break vlog. We're at the Italian place. We usually had
Oh yeah.
about one meal I think out.
Yeah, about one a day, which I think
Yeah,
was
which is
right.
perfect because you still want that social interaction with everybody and to go see something new. But eating out at every single meal is just it's too much.
Yeah, you lose money very fast doing that,
Yeah, that's a
even if
good
it's
tip.
tasty. But yeah. Then also with the Airbnb, like or the bed and breakfast, like you actually get to talk to the locals sometimes, that live there. There's always nice conversations. You get to
I
see
say
how they live
I've
all
never
the
done
time.
that, so I've never experienced
It's
that.
fun. Yeah, I definitely recommend a local bed and breakfast. Instead of like a hotel all the time. But yeah, there's only certain places that have them, so can't do that
I mean, that
everywhere.
makes sense for where you were. I feel like that would be more common in
Yeah,
some of those Swedish countries. I don't know. I feel like in the United States, I don't know how much I trust some of those.
yeah. We did stay at one in Herman. That was very nice. She was
Oh,
a really nice lady. Made us breakfast. It's very nice.
I don't know.
So,
I think I've read too many horror stories of like I went to bed and breakfast and then they killed my whole family.
oh, I have not heard any of those, so guess maybe I'm blind to that, but good to know.
Yeah, nah, dude, that just happens when you go to Detroit. No, I'm just kidding.
That's true.
Shout out Detroit.
Yeah, we love our Detroit fans. I
Yeah,
haven't been there, so maybe we'll
neither have
have to
I.
have
I've
a
never
meet
been
up
to
sometime.
Michigan. Closest I've been is
Me neither.
Minnesota.
Maybe squad trip sometime.
Well, all right. We don't have to lie that much.
I'll go
But
eventually.
yeah, I'm sure. Same. My final one. I let me think about this one. Because that was a good one you said. I'm trying to think with like the past trips. What did I do? I mean, I already talked about going to the airport early. I think that one's like universal at this point. Don't go last second, people.
Yeah,
Um, I think the last one is kind of a simple one, but try to see if you can finesse rides from people instead of buying Ubers and whatever else to get to and from the airport. Ubers are expensive, parking's expensive.
yeah,
If you're able to travel and go meet up with other people, that's really ideal. It's not always possible, but I think part of traveling. Let me actually rephrase this. Um, if you're wanting to travel more often, try to plan trips around where people can meet up or can like kind of easily meet up. So obviously, like when I went to Blaine's, we, uh, I was able to get picked up, and that was really nice. So save a lot of money there. But if maybe people are wanting to squat up somewhere where both people don't live, well, maybe if one's within driving distance, they drive, they pick you up. It just makes it easier. If you want to travel more often, not to say that uh, you should only pick destinations where that can happen, but if it's like, I'm going to take 3 trips a year, let's say, one of them should probably have someone living there or someone to come get you or drop you off or do whatever.
yeah,
Or like, have like free room or, free enough or whatever.
yeah. And like, staying with people is
Yeah.
big too.
Yeah, try to leverage that, especially, like any connections you have. Try and leverage that. Like, if people haven't caught up with in a while or whoever else, like people are happy that you're there. Try to leverage if you want to travel more, try to leverage that. Like staying
Yeah,
with people so you can do more trips. So instead of, oh, I can only afford, let's say, to go to Hawaii. Well, I can go to Hawaii, but let's say I can go to, I'm just making it up, like Orlando, because I know someone lives in Orlando. Hypothetical scenario. Like now you get to go to 2 places instead of just the one.
yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah, and then getting somebody to pick you up from the airport was big too.
Yeah. I think trying, or even just dropping you off, like the initial from wherever, like that you can probably easily do instead of taking an Uber and like parking at the air or having to park at the airport.
Oh
Try to
yeah,
see if you can have somebody drop you off and pick you up from the airport.
yeah. Oh, I like that. It's definitely good.
That was from Blaine's. I had someone pick me up, and it was just so nice. I didn't have to pay for parking, so I got to save like I don't know $60 or something like that.
Yeah, it all adds up. All the little.
Yeah, well, that's $60 you can either just save for later or you
It's
get
three
for the
meals.
trip.
Yeah, that could be three meals if you
Yeah,
aren't bowling out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would just
good
say
tip.
try to maximize your resources and people you know when you're traveling or thinking of traveling. If you just generally want to see more, then try to leverage that. Obviously, if you want to go somewhere like spectacular, that wouldn't really apply. But if you're like, my goal this year is to visit multiple cities in the US, let's say, try to see if some of those could be where people are at.
Yeah. Also, with that, keeping the cost down. If you are flying somewhere, try to, I guess, to save money, you can go to places that where you don't really need to like rent a car, let's say, or if you don't need to
Yeah, well,
go,
yeah, walkable cities. Yeah,
yeah, like Chicago is a great example. Like
yeah.
it's it's easy to get from the airport to downtown. You can go basically if you're staying downtown, you can go basically anywhere you
Or with
need
like
to
light
walk.
rails too, like
Yeah,
light rails systems like that.
and it's
Um,
basically like all of Europe too. So,
yeah,
yeah,
Seattle was very like walkable, and um, they had a really great underground system and streetcar.
yeah. Yeah, we only rented a car for a short part of our trip to Norway, and that's because we were out in the country. That
Yeah,
was
I feel
our
like Europe
plan.
is really good for walkable. The United States doesn't have good infrastructure. Like it's a lot more car focused.
Yeah, and you can take trains basically everywhere there too. So, but you can take it some places in the U.S.
Yeah,
But yeah, saves money.
yeah. I
Let's see
mean that.
travel.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If you haven't gone out and done stuff as much, it's not a big deal. But I definitely think you only have one existence on Earth. You may as well go out and see stuff, even if maybe it's not your favorite thing, or just go see something different. Even if it's not, you don't have to go world travel
Yeah.
to Europe every year. Like, I'm gonna go on a quick tirade. Like some of that social media traveling, I think is toxic and bogus. Like not
Oh
everyone
yeah.
can afford to go to like 30 countries or go to Europe 3 times a year. Half of those people are
Well,
getting paid to do that anyways, which good for them.
and a
But
lot of it's the time off too.
yeah,
Not everybody gets that much time off.
yeah,
Right.
just go see something different. Even if it's go a state over, go a couple states over, go wherever. Like you don't have to go anywhere crazy. And even if it's just drive, a little bit. Let's say you live in a mountainous area, like you live in Colorado. You drive a little north, you go see a really cool state park. That's another thing. State parks, go visit those, so then they
Yeah.
keep them around.
Camping. That's another way to save money.
Yeah,
Camping.
true.
If
Camping.
you're driving, if you're flying, that might be kind of hard.
Yeah,
But I'd say that could be our first uh, Brakecast homework assignment for people.
yeah,
The next year, go travel.
yeah. Go
If you're
see
listening
a
to this,
different place than you haven't been before.
that's right. That's our homework assignment.
Yeah, but I think that's everything from me, unless you got anything.
No, I think yeah, some good tips. There's always more stuff we could talk about, but maybe we can save that for another day. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been another episode of the Brakecast. I'm your co-host Brandon,
I'm Jake.
and we will see you next time.